Hello, everyone. So, welcome to the next week. It's been a good past week, but now it's going to increase a little bit more in the intensity and volume. Now we've built up a little bit more of a base. So, same kind of stimulus with this first day. However, where we have the snatch weightlifting session at the start, I've replaced it with the clean progression. This week, these clean progressions are a little bit heavier. Similar kind of overall rep range volume. So, we're doing an EMOM of 10 minutes of 2 to 3 lifts, but increase a little bit more to this 80% mark of your max every minute. And where we had the barbell cycling for snatches on the Monday, we now have that with the power cleans. So you need to go with a weight here that you can cycle nicely for 9 reps every single time. So there's 60 double unders, 9 power clean, 12 toes to bar, 15 burpees over the bar. You're going to do that every 4 minutes. That's going to be about 2.5 to 3 minutes on, with 1 to 1.5 minutes rest every 4-minute section. The toes to bar, we want to be able to choose kind of large repeatable sets because you have that rest. And these burpees over the bar, the number's so high because we want to make those burpees feel like you're recovering within that burpee feel. So you want to breathe, relax, fall to the floor, hop over the bar, make it feel like you're on an erg, something that you can just pull through and get your breath back a bit and get that recovery in early. Now, that seems very challenging with that at the moment, but that's why we're doing so many. We have some accessory work afterwards if we have time, or if you want to add in a little bit more leg strength there. Day 2 are strict press progressions. So we did strict press and weighted pull-ups last week. Now we've got strict presses here. We just moved through more weighted progressions, more set progressions. So 2 sets of 5 at 80% of your 3-rep max from week 1. 2 sets of 3 at 85% of your 3-rep max from week 1, and then an AMRAP set at 90%. So you're going to do as many reps as possible at 90% of your 3-rep max. This intensity of this last set is pretty high, so these are going to be tough, but rest plenty. And if you can get 5, 6, or 8 reps out at 90% of your 3-rep max, it means you're going to be getting stronger. And then we have this build and breathe section that we had kind of last Wednesday. It's changed up a little bit. So 1,000 or 850 meter erg, and then 5 rounds of 4 strict pull-ups, 8 double dumbbell bench press, and then 12 wall balls. Strict pull, strict push endurance, wall balls to finish off them shoulders and the legs a little bit. That whole thing is 1 round. You're going to repeat that twice. So it's a bit of a long slog. You do the erg and then 5 rounds of that twice through. Now, if you don't want to do the strict pull-ups because you're already proficient with strict pull-ups, or you just want a more exciting workout, we have this 2 to 4 bar muscle up option to keep those bar muscle uppers ticking over as we go through, and use this as good practice, good quality practice. It doesn't have to be a lot of reps, but that's there for you guys if you need. Then we have this lovely day 3. A lot of traditional CrossFit here, starting with a deadlift progression. So this wide grip deadlift we've been doing for a couple of weeks, it means that you have to set up wider with the hands and pull your bum down further, which is going to set up some really nice postural integrity. So good upper back strength and trying to keep that back flat at a more difficult angle. When you move back to that narrow grip, this is going to feel like sweet relief, because this is almost putting you into a compromised position from the off. So 5 sets of 5 at a pretty decent weight, 68 to 70% of your regular deadlift. So if your regular deadlift for 1 rep is 200, you're going to do this at around 140 kilos for 5x5. We then have this benchmark Diane. It is a short workout for sure. I put a 12-minute cap there for anyone who wants to be ambitious with the weights and the progressions, but really this should be a sub 8-minute workout. It should be sub 8 minutes. For the elites, it's going to be about 2.5 to 4.5 minutes. We'll put up some standards on the day, but because this is quite short and it's a really traditional benchmark workout for CrossFit, we have this chance at the end to work on some weaknesses. So an EMOM of 8 minutes. Burpee box jumps, I put as a suggestion, because that would be my kind of rubbish movement. I get very tired of them very quickly. But you're going to choose a skill, weakness movement, something you want to blast yourself on, anything. EMOM of 8 minutes, and choose that number of reps to practice every minute. Day 4, we then have our snatch progressions return. Now you've had a bit of light relief from that barbell. So because we did so much pulling from the floor on day 3, this piece here has got it from the hang. So you're not pulling from the floor every time with the snatch. It's going to be a little light relief on that back or those hamstrings if you're a little bit sore there. So 1 hang power snatch, That's jumping it up from the hang position and not going into the overhead squat into one hang snatch where you are going into the overhead squat. 75 to 80% of your max. That's pretty heavy. It is pretty heavy. So choose a weight that you can sustain throughout the 10 minutes. If you're technically proficient or you're good with those sub-maximal weights, that percentage should be fine. We then have this chipper, and the focus of this chipper is this handstand walk in the middle. So if you've been practicing or working on handstand walks, or you've got a little bit, this is a chance to think, okay, I'm going to be fatigued from all of this work here. My shoulders should feel all right though. And into this handstand walk, can I stay positionally integral as upside down? Can I keep my shoulders elevated? Can I keep breathing as I walk? But then we have our progressions, how to be fatigued and upside down at the same time. And we can talk you through that in class. The cardio, because you guys like to just grit and go, I've written something out that is pure on the Thursday anyway. All go. High numbers of reps, you choose for cal row, burpee to target, cal ski, bear crawls, box jumps. You've got everything in there that you need with a minute rest. You're going to be slogging away for 36 minutes, which is a long haul. With the barbell, if you haven't back squatted this week and you want to, because we're just on a front squat cycle, there is a chance to work on some back squats here. So some waved percentages going 4-3-2 twice through 4-3-2. There we go. Friday, front squat progressions, 4x4. Last week was pretty heavy for the 4x4, but this is very doable here. We're just going to make them a little bit challenging, a little bit spicy. And then we have this partner mashup. So you're going to do in pairs, 14-minute AMRAP. Partner one will do 12, 9, and 6. The full 12, 9, and 6 at a sprint pace. Now, as fast as you can do while holding quality form. And then partner two will go with the 12, 9, 6. Partner one, 12, 9, 6. You're going to repeat that for 14 minutes. This is possible at a hard pace, a sprint pace, to do in 60 to 90 seconds. And that seems crazy, but it is possible. So choose a weight where you can feel a little bit challenged picking it up, but you're not going to break it up there. Straight into 14 minutes of another triplet. So row, chest to bar pull-ups, and then push jerks. You want to choose a pull-up option where you can keep the intensity and the speed high, as long as your form maintains, of course, and the same thing. So that's 28 minutes long sprint intervals. It's going to be 100% on, 100% off for kind of equal parts. Day 6, we put this rest in here. So your wall walks here, these 5 wall walks, you can attack it with greater intensity. So the run, lunges, double press into the wall walks, normally you may coast them a little bit because you know you've got the run coming afterwards and you've got 3 rounds of it. However, this 90 seconds rest means that this whole section you can attack with a little bit more aggression. And that's the aim of it, to make these wall walks a little bit faster, practice going a little bit harder on them every time. And then we have our upper body building for those trying to get their first pull-up or trying to increase their numbers of first pull-up with our rack rows. It's a horizontal upper body pulling movement. And we mix these up with the push-ups to increase our upper body pushing endurance, like with the bench press earlier in the week. Then we also have a track session on the Saturday. So 7 a.m. where our cardio is, we're actually going to be around at the track at Harrison Park. I'm not sure if it's called that anyway. I'm not sure if that was the one I've been to elsewhere. So 200-meter run every 2 minutes. You're going to aim to hold a hard pace with that every 2 minutes for 4 rounds. Move straight into 400-meter runs every 4 minutes, then 800-meter runs every 6 minutes, and then we're done. Everyone returns back to the gym, join in with our CrossFit or our Metcon Madness. Easy. We then have day 7. So this is literally just for fun. It doesn't relate to a ton of our progressions during the week, but I wanted to make it simple, low complexity, upper body push pull. A little bit of fun there, and then 40-second windows of simple movements to keep you moving, keep you breathing, a lighter barbell with those hang power cleans, and to sweat out the end of the week. Sunday fun day, let's get at it. We got there. We got all the barbells, we got both squat progressions, we got our deadlift progression, we got heavy weights, we got our strict movements and our progressions there. We got a mixture of workouts between like the 8-minute short ones right up to 22 and 36 minutes. And then we've also got a track session on the Saturday. So enjoy it and keep working hard. Have a great week.